In this video, I'm going to solve two questions based on factorization based on this identity, that is x plus y plus z whole square is x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2xy plus 2yz and plus 2zx. Now, the very first thing that we need to remember while factorizing this question, which is based on this identity, is to identify which of them is negative. As you can see, there are three terms over here. So by looking into the square of their term, we cannot identify which of them is negative because square of every number is positive. So what we need to do here, first thing, is to identify the negative term. As I can see here that these two terms are negative, like this is minus 24yz and minus 16xz, and both of them has z as common. That means wherever there is z, it should be a negative. So let's solve this question first. Can I write this 4x as, I need to write in terms of this. So I can write 4x as 2x whole square. I can write 9y as 3y whole square, and then I should write 16 as minus 4z square. As I've told you that we have to identify the negative term. Now, once we have identified these three terms, now we have to write these three terms clearly. We can write 12xy, right? That is 2 times this multiplied by this. That is first term, which is 2x multiplied by the second term. Similarly, I can write the next as, you see there is a minus sign, but we'll be ignoring. As for the formula, there is a plus sign. So we'll be writing 2 times 3y, that is the second term, into the third term, that is minus 4z, and finally it is 2 times minus 4z into the first term, which is 2x. Just you have to remember the pattern here. So now, as you can see that by applying this identity, I can write this as 2x plus 3y minus 4z whole square. So this is how this question is factorized. Later on, you may write this twice. This is 4z. And then writing it again, that is 2x plus 3y minus 4z. So this is how the first part can be done. Let's see how to solve the second part. Now, in the second part, what you can see here that it's again based on the same identity. Now, the first thing that we need to identify, as I said, is to identify the negative term. We can see these two terms are negative and both has x as common. You can see that they both have x, right? So our x, that is the whatever, whenever there is an x, it should be negative. Now I need to write them in terms of square. As you know that 2 is not a perfect square, but what we can do, I can write root 2 square as 2, and converse to this, I can write 2 as root 2 square. So this is what we will do here. First, I'm going to write this as minus root 2x whole square. Now, it is important to remember why I am writing this as minus, because we identified here that the first term, that is the x term, is negative. Then the square of the second term, and the second term is y only, so it should be y whole square. The third term, as we can see, it is 8z. 8 again is not a perfect square, so 8 can be written as root 2 root 2 whole square, right? 8 can be written as 2 root 2 whole square. As you know, that is 2 root 2 into 2 root 2 will give you 8. So I have to write as a square of a rational number. So I'll be writing this as, sorry, it's an irrational. So this is root 2, that is 2 root 2. This is 2 root 2 z whole square. And then you'll have to write plus here, irrespective whether there is a minus or plus. That is 2 times product of these two terms. That is minus 2 minus root 2x multiplied by y plus 2 times the product of these two terms. That is y, and this is 2 root 2 z plus twice the product of these two, x and z. So that is 2, say 2 root 2 z multiplied by minus x. Now, you don't have to worry about these sign and all. These are taken care whenever you write in the format of an identity. Now, as you know that we have written the question in the form of RHS, as we have to factorize, we'll be writing in terms of this. So clearly it is first term plus second term plus third term whole square. That is minus 2 root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2 z the whole square. This is what the factorization part, and you may write it twice. This is root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2 z, and you can write it again as minus root 2x plus y plus 2 root 2 z. This is how second question can be done.